Welcome to Kinnan Prodigy. As far as our opening hand goes, we've got Castle with Forest. Yeah, let's go. We have no mana dorks. I think we got to ship this one back. So let's see. Yeah, we got a lot of. Yeah, we'll keep on this one. I don't mind this. And let's go ahead and put Island on the bottom, and then anything else. Let's let our opponent get this game started. But yes, welcome to Kinnan. And also, if you're keeping score at home, you can definitely mark that Good Morning Vietnam video. Oh, we've got Mana Crypt. Let's have some fun. But yeah, you can, and Soul Ring, why not? Let's toss a Mana Vault in there real quick. Let's see. Yep, okay. And then the Scryland. They waited on the Scryland last. I really appreciate that. Okay, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're looking at 8 mana next turn. We'll see what our opponent's got. But anyway, what I was trying to say before our opponent rudely played Mana Crypt into Soul Ring into Worn Power Stone is that this is a Good Morning Vietnam video. So I tried to give my voice a chance to warm up. And sometimes I just want to record magic right then and there. So some of it is also babies asleep too. So that's kind of prioritizes when I record. So anyway, let's go and get our commander started. Let's see if we're just dead. I mean, we're going to play this game out. If we're going to make our opponent earn their win, earn their keep on this one. So even though it got off to a fast start, let's see what's going to happen. We are playing Kinnan, Prodigy. Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. Then for a 7 mana activation, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and we've got an Ugin. Oh, Ugin. All right, so let's see what else. And they just popped up Ugin. Okay, so Ugin's gonna ultimate at 10. They go for the +2. Yes, that is a good game. Good game. Good game. Yeah, we're gonna go and scoop this one up on this one. This is we got an Ugin ultimate, so that's gonna be the -7. Put 7 in cards from the permanent, and yeah, we're just going to go and scoop this one up. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed me giving you an announcement about Good Morning Vietnam video, hey, like and subscribe. Bye. Welcome to Kinnan Primal Surge. As far as our opening hand goes, yes, we will keep on this. We've got some card advantage in JC Mind Sculptor. We've got some turn 1 ramp in Elves and Wood Elves, and then Sky Diamond, so we'll definitely take that. But yes, welcome to Kinnan. Hope you're excited. Hope you're ready to get that, I don't even know what they call them that you hit a bell with, but whatever instrument you would like to sound the Simic alarms with, make sure you grab it, because we're going to be trying to sound those alarms today. So let's go and lead off with Flooded Strain. Let's go and crack Flooded Strain. Let's grab ourselves a Finhorn Elves, or grab ourselves a Tropical Island, then use that to cast Finhorn Elves, and then anything else pass the turn to our opponent. We are playing Kinnan, Prodigy. Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. Then for a 7 mana activation, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So there we All right, so we go for Harbor. Yeah, I like this. All right, we go Elves, we go for Soul Ring, and we go Jace. Let's see if this is good. Opponent might scoop. I'm not saying they will scoop, but feels pretty good. Let's go for the 0 ability, draw 3 cards. Let's put Thornwood Falls back on top. I do like Mystic Snake, and let's go ahead and put Forest back on top. There we go. Anything else, pass the turn over to our opponent. Playing against Estrid, the Masked. +2, untap each enchanted, untap each enchanted permanent you control. Then for a -1, create a white aura enchantment token named Mask attached to another target permanent. The token has enchantment. The token has enchantment permanent and totem armor. So there we go. We'll cover that ultimate here in just a second. Let's do this. Let's go for Catacombs. Let's go ahead and crack Catacombs. That way we can kind of shuffle up the top part of our library. We'll go and grab ourselves a Breeding Pool, pay 2 life. Let's go for the 0 ability. Ooh, and then Tameo. Oh, this is good. Let's put Mystic Sanctuary and then Forest on top. And if we go for Oracle, let's play the Forest that we put on top. Let's go for Kinnan. Helps if that one taps down from blue. There we go. And then anything else, no, that should pass it over to our opponent. So that's a pretty nice turn 3, I guess. And we'll pass it over to our opponent. All right, for the ultimate for Estrid. -7 feels good, though. I'm not going to lie. I've gotten beaten by Estrid probably like 9 out of the past 10 times. So to kind of get out to a quick Advantage start against Estrid. I do not feel bad about this at all. -7. Put the top 7 cards of your library into your graveyard. Return all non-aura enchantment cards to your from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then do the same for aura cards. And also, if you're keeping score at home, Estrid can be your commander. All right, so opponent's going to deal with Jace the Mind Sculptor. He turns into an extra land for us, which we will take. So, but we've got Tamiyo, so we can make that work. Let's go for Tamiyo. It's going to be, actually, we'll leave up that double green. Let's go green, blue. There we go. Tap down for Soul Ring. And I guess at this point with Tamiyo, yeah, we'll just start going for it. Primal Surge. Why not? We're getting there. Let's go for Primal Surge. See if it's, oh, it's not in the top. Okay. And then we have Mystic Sanctuary. So let's go ahead and let's go for Wood Elves. Actually, we'll make the land drop with Castle Vantress. That's going to be Bloom Tender on top. We'll go for Wood Elves. We're going to grab ourselves a forest, just a basic forest. That's going to be Venter on top. With Mystic Sanctuary, we're just going to go and hold on to it, I think. Yeah, we'll hold on to that at this point. Let's go for Sky Diamond. And actually, at this point, we'll just go and hold off on Sky Diamond because it comes into play tapped, and I do like having the option of going for Mystic Snake. So let's go and push in with Oracle and Kinnan. There we go, swinging it for 4, and then pass it back over to our opponent. So, but yeah, with Tamiyo, going for the +1, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing right now is going for Primal Surge. And also, if you didn't know, this is a Primal Surge deck, so we have no instant or sorceries in here other than just Primal Surge. And so that's why it was so nice having a card advantage source like Jace in our opening hand, because that really helped just power out some pretty busted stuff. So if you don't know about Primal Surge is exile the top card of your library. If it's a, yeah, I know, baby. Hopefully we find it. Hopefully we find it. And so also I'm recording with Loretta. She's my production assistant. We got Frogify on Kinnan. Yeah, I think we kind of need this to stick. So let's go blue, blue, green, and then Jace. All right, so we're going to go for, opponent's going to go for Frogify on Kinnan, and we're going to go for that Mystic Snake activation, or the triggered ability discard. All right, opponent's going to scoop it up on this one, so I still may end up posting this one. You know, getting off to a quick start sometimes feels pretty good. The way this game would have played out is, more than likely, since our opponent scooped, we would be going for the +1. I know, baby. And then we'd end up going for Primal Surge, and then just dump everybody out and hoof it out. But yeah, anyways, if you enjoyed the video, hey, like and subscribe. Thanks, bye. Welcome to Kinnan Bonder Prodigy. As far as our opening hand goes, we've got Tatyova and Priest of Titania. Yeah, I like this, but we've got Guy's Cradle in this deck is just absolutely bonkers. So we're going to go and keep on this one. We don't really have a... Actually, we'll explain what's going on here in just a second. Let's get this game started. Let's pop Kinnan back up. Let's go and lead off with... I guess we'll just go and go Catacombs. That way we can grab ourselves a breeding pool. And then we can have that come into play tapped, and then we'll be good to go going forward. So let's see if our opponent wants to keep on 7. Then we'll get this game started. Okay, opponent's got Leyline of the Meek. It's in your opening hand. Creature tokens get +1/+1. Okay, so let's go and lead off with Catacombs. There we go. Let's grab ourselves a breeding pool. Have that breeding pool come into play tapped. Yes, there we go. You're not gonna pay 2. Nope, not over here. Then anything else, pass it over to our opponent. But yes, also, if you're keeping score at home, this is a Good Morning Vietnam video. I try to get my voice warmed up prior to recording videos, but sometimes when baby's asleep, you're like, oh, well, I've got to toss the headset on. So this is one of those moments. So we're playing Kinnan Bonder Prodigy. Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, double that mana basically, or add a 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. And for a 7 mana activation, look at the top 5 cards of your library and we put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Oh, random order. Got to do it. All right, let's go for... So if we go Priest of Titania, that's going to tap down for like at least, I think, 4 next turn. I think that'll work out, and that'll kind of power out a quick tap. Yeah, let's do that. Because I think we need, you know, if our opponent's got removal, they'll use it on the Priest of Titania for sure. And so it'll almost kind of act as like a Lightning Greaves or a Swiftfoot Boots for Kinnan. Because that's something that they probably don't want to stick around on the battlefield. Playing gets Akim, the Soaring Wind. I think that's how you say it, and if I mispronounced it, please put a pronunciation down in the comments below. I will read it and take it into account next time I'm recording. So playing gets Akim, flying whenever you create 1 or more tokens for the first time each turn. Create a 1/1 white bird creature token when flying. Then for a 3 mana Jeskai activation, creature tokens you control gain double strike until end of turn. All right, so we got the Healer's Hawk swinging in. And we'll kind of take a quick look at that in a second, because typically when I'm playing against a new commander, I read it and then I forget what it does, and then later in the game something bad happens because I forgot what it does. So just giving you a heads up. So we've got so we go for Kinnan. We're gonna whiff on the green. Is there any certain way we want to? Because I want to see if we can't power out Tadyova. Yeah, let's do this. So let's go for Forest. Let's go for Kinnan. It's going to be blue and green. And then that should... No, that's just going to tap down for 2. Yeah, for some reason in my head I was thinking Kinnan was... I was thinking Priest of Titania was Guy's Cradle. I was like, no, that's not it. So anything else, let's go and pass it back over to our opponent. I guess technically we could swing in for 1. Yeah, we'll pass on that. Just in case there's a flash option over there, I'd hate to get Priest of Titania into the graveyard because we just wanted to get frisky for 1 point of damage. So we did cover both commanders. Give a quick shout out to our sponsors, TCG Player. If you go to bit.ly/Jolt MTG, that will apply my affiliate link that allow you to get some cards and help support the channel at the same time. In fact, this is the best way to support the channel if you enjoy my videos, and it's super easy. All you got to do is click on the link, the bit.ly/JoltMTG, or just actually click on the actual deck link down in the description below. That will apply it too. So that's the best way to support it. Also, let's give a quick shout out to ingaming.com. I've made some new play mats, Calamax and Zahara. Super excited about those. Happy how they came out. Those are up on Ingaming, so if you want to check those out, ingaming.com/Jolt will apply my affiliate, my coupon code, give you some money back, and help the channel at the same time. And also, let's give a quick shout out to MTGOTraders. If you don't play online, if you don't play Digital Commander, if your play group hasn't been able to meet in paper, hey, please consider using MTGOTraders. I've used them for numerous years, lots of years. So, Warden of Evos, creature spells you with flying costs 1 less to cast. Okay. So let's get some movement going. Can we set up that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can still go for a Scalding. Yes, I do like this a lot. So let's go for Tatyova. That's going to be 1, 2. Make sure we tap down for blue to make her happy. If we don't, then she won't get out of our hand. There we go. Let's go make the lane drop. That's going to be Scalding Tarn, and having a card draw source and something like Tatyova is exactly what we want in a build like this. And we'll explain what we've got going on here in a second, but this is Primal Surge. Kinnan. If Kinnan wasn't busted enough, it is... it's just a lot of fun. All right, so anything else, let's go and pass the turn over to our opponent. Also, I meant to mention at the beginning of the video, if you have any sort of weapon or favorite piece of equipment in Magic, gather that item, and we're going to be sounding the Simic alarms today with Kinnan. So, and then also, last but not least, I started at Patreon. So if you'd like to directly support cool content like this, there's a link down in the description below. But if you're keeping score at home, it is... hey, this is officially free time. Let's have fun. With Kinnan, it's very easy to take Kinnan in a busted route. You get mana dorks out there, you get extra mana. Yeah, you can definitely just build this kind of Simic value, sound the Simic Alarms deck, and then just kind of go from there. What we're doing with this one is I kind of wanted to put the hard mode onto Kinnan. We have Kinnan Primal Surge, so there are no instant or sorceries in the deck outside of just one sorcery, and that is Primal Surge. Primal Surge just costs 10 total mana, and the way Primal Surge works, if you're not familiar, is you just exile permanents from the top of your library and then place them onto the battlefield until you stop. And so we have different ways to kind of win with the deck. We do have... I'm pretty sure, yeah, we've got Jason here. We got different ways to draw cards. We can tap down creatures. We also have Hoof in here, Crater Hoof. So there's different things that we can be doing to kind of get that Primal Surge going. So, all right, opponent's going to swing in. That's going to knock us down to 25. Unfortunately, they're out on red mana, so that's going to free us up to keep drawing some cards. And we don't really have anything that crazy on our side of the battlefield. We've got a lot of good card draw in Tatyova, and we've got some good card draw, some good mana producing in Guy's Cradle. But outside of that, it's just kind of getting hit in the air by some birds. So it's going to lead off with Guy's Cradle. That's going to be an extra lane drop for extra card draw for Tatyova. Birds of Paradise. And I think at this point, we're just going to dump the hand. So let's going to go Birds of Paradise. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll be perfect. So Elvish Reclaimer. Let's go for Null Mage Shepherd. And the tap down one more. And at this point, we've got at least 3 elves, 4 elves on the battlefield. All right, so we're going to go for Chromatic Lantern. And then I think that's it. We can tap down... creature. There's no creature token, so we're just going to hold up Null Mage Shepherd, and then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn over to our opponent. So we do need to figure out something as far as getting a clock going, because it is very possible that they might close the game out before we can find a Primal Surge to really kind of close this one out. But hopefully with Elvish Reclaimer, we can get some pretty good stuff going. With Elvish Reclaimer, I really love having this card in here. And let's get to the main phase so I don't hold up during their draw step, unless that's what they want to hold. But with Elvish Reclaimer, it gets +2/+2 as long as there are 3 or more land cards in your graveyard. We're already sitting at 2. And then for a 2-mana activation, sacrifice a land, search your library for a land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. So one of the cool things about Elvish Reclaimer is, thankfully, we did have Guy's Cradle in our hand, but we can use that activated ability to kind of buff it up, +2/+2, and then find specific lands that we're looking for. I think we do have a draw source potentially in here, so that's probably, oh, and our opponent ended up going for the that's what they went for. They went for the route activation of lane cycling to find themselves a basic mountain. So there we go. Let's see if they're going to swing in. That will end up being 6 total coming across, putting us down to 20 and giving them a little bit of life gain. I still think we'll probably just end up popping this Leyline of the Meek. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Leyline of the Meek. That way we can just get that off the battlefield, not have to worry about that anymore, and that'll be a pretty good spot. So they do have 3 mana, so we'll see what else they're going to end up going for this turn. We are, pretty much looking at their commander next turn if they hit another land. We are playing against Slow Player 1 too. I forgot to mention that. Slow Player 1 has a ton of really interesting builds. I always enjoy playing against Slow Player 1. If you have a player at your local gaming store that, let's go and pop Leyline. There we go. Elvish Reclaimer, Tatyova. And if at some point we might just end up just going for Kinnan activation. So that's probably what we'll end up doing next turn. We'll see what we draw into, but we've got a ton of mana. Why not have some fun? I think that's going to be what we're looking at. So, but yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, there we go. Thunderfoot Baloth. That's actually pretty good. So let's do this. Let's make the land drop. That's going to be Forest. Actually, Waterlogged Grove will allow us to at least kind of crack in an extra card draw too. So let's go Tatyova activation or triggered ability. We're going to draw a card off this land entering the battlefield. Reclamation Sage, which doesn't really do much on this board state. Let's go for Thunderfoot Baloth because we definitely know we want Thunderfoot Baloth down. I'm trying to think. Definitely not going to swing in with Priest of Titania. So let's go for Thunderfoot Baloth. Let's have that come down, and let's go for a couple different Kinnan activation. That's going to be Guy's Cradle, tapping down for green. That's going to be 7. Tap down for 1 blue. And then we run into, well, Wood Elves is not bad. Yeah, let's grab ourselves a Wood Elves, and we can put an extra land on the battlefield. That'll work out with Tatyova and allow us to draw a little bit of extra, because that's pretty much what we're looking for right now. Let's grab ourselves a Forest. That's going to be an extra card draw with Tatyova. Castle Vantress, okay. And then I guess... yeah, let's go and crack a Waterlogged Grove. We're going to draw an extra card. And we draw into another land. Okay, so let's go and push in. We've got some good damage to finally swing in to stop these birds. It's going to be 4, 5, 2, 3. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, we can just go and send the entire crew, and I think that would be good, because that's going to be 9. That's going to be 11. That's going to be 16, and that'll be exactly 20. So it's going to knock them down to 12 and put us on the board for 4 total commander damage. So... there we go. Pass the turn. They might have a board wipe. That's probably the one thing that we are looking out for. We are playing against Jeskai colors, so we might end up seeing a Wrath of God or something like this. But yeah, I think okay, opponent's going to go for a Rite of Replication on Oketra's Attendant. But yeah, with this Kinnan being Primal Surge, if you've never built a Primal Surge deck, it is it is something else. It is a lot of fun. And it's just kind of like, it feels like if they had Benny Hill music going the entire time, you're trying to get to that Primal Surge. That's what it feels like, because you're just trying to dodge stuff. You're just trying to build up a board state. You don't have your normal way to access resources and stuff like that. So, all right, let's see what we draw into. Probably look, there we go, hit another land. We're not going to drag this one out. We're going to go and push in. We could make a land drop to try to close it out. Let's go and push in with Thunderfoot, swing in with the crew. There we go. And they can block on 2. We're going to let Wood Elves and Priest of Titania get in, have some fun. Good game to our opponent. Unfortunately, they were stuck on red mana for a little bit, so they weren't able to get the commander down. But at the end of the day, the core of the deck, even though it is Primal Surge, it still is Sound the Simic Alarms, and Sound the Simic Alarms means just having access to a ton of mana and just dropping in something like Thunderfoot Baloth to kind of close it out. So let's see if we would have been getting anywhere close. Yeah, that would have been a minute. Oh, there we go. So it wouldn't have been too bad. So had we been able to make a few more land drops and then, get down something like Path of Discovery, Beast Whisperer, that would have put us going for Primal Surge, and we'd have dumped everything on the battlefield and have some fun. But anyway, good game to our opponent. Always enjoy playing Get Slow Player 1. Unfortunately, they did say in the chat that they were building a bird token tribal deck. And so, bird token tribal against Sound the Simic Alarms. That's always a rough start. So anyway, I'm glad we got to play a good game. And if you enjoyed the video, hey, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.